It is 6 p.m. on June 11th, 2011, and I'm coming up on the DC Scientology org. Jan Eastgate arrested in Australia, facing 14 years in prison for covering up child sex abuse.
I love you, Radio Bull!
It's good to see you, man.
Likewise. Awesome, man.
We are
It's so hilarious. There's nothing going on. They're all like stuck inside like it's a fucking siege.
That's insane.
I gotta get
You know what that is? That's their homophobia at work.
Okay, I gotta point this out. Look at all these bastards. Oh, now I'm not leaving because I'm recording.
They're all running from your camera. Did you know that Scientology's Jan Eastgate was arrested for covering up child sex abuse and she's facing 14 years in prison? Or that Rex Fowler, OT7, shot his business partner in the face and is now a convicted murderer?
Oh, you're right.
That is right. He's doing life in prison now. That's what Scientology does for people. You ever heard the racist rantings of L. Ron Hubbard? He's on audio blasting blacks and Asians. Not a nice guy. Make sure to Google Jan Eastgate, Scientology. She's facing 14 years in prison for covering up child sex abuse. Coached a mother and an 11-year-old daughter on how to lie to the police.
While you're at it, L. Ron Hubbard was a racist.
And a homophobe. Care to comment on Jan Eastgate being arrested for covering up child sex abuse? The head of the CCHR facing 14 years in prison? No comment. Wow. Where's angry gay Pope when you need him? Holy smoke. It's moments like this, I'm glad I got a camera in my hand. That's a thing of beauty. Don't bark at her. Jan Eastgate has been arrested in Australia for covering up child sex abuse. Way to go, Scientology. Make sure you tell these folks how you sell courses on not being gay and how homosexuals are low on your tone scale. What does Dianetics say? They're a 1 point what? What is this guy's deal? Oh my God, another Scientologist getting in trouble.
Recording this? This is Scientology.
Yeah, I know. PTS, Scientology in trouble again. PTS.
I need you to park your car right here.
Jan Eastgate arrested in Australia. PTS. Scientology getting a ticket. Jan Eastgate has been arrested. She's facing 14 years in prison. She helped cover up child sex abuse in Scientology, and her court date is on the 16th. PTS. If you guys won the birthday party, the rest of these orgs must be really dead. This is pathetic. You guys don't even have your tent set up. Care to comment on Rex Fowler, OT7, doing life in prison? They sure did. They can cure you of being gay for $100,000 too. That's what they say. Jan Eastgate was just arrested in Australia for protecting child sex abusers. Nice Yeah, they were trying to block gay marriage over there, and screenwriter and director Paul Haggis actually left Scientology over that incident. He'd been in like 30 years and wrote a 29-page article in the New Yorker about all the really horrible human rights abuses going on there. The homophobia is a big one. But yeah, they have a pretty bad history with it. So I just figured, hey, I'm in the right place to educate people. Go home and look it up. Fair enough. Thank you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Jan Eastgate has been arrested for covering up child sex abuse in Scientology. Her court date is on the 16th. She's facing 14 years in prison. Paul Schofield's daughters were killed in a Scientology compound in 2 separate incidents.
Take a picture of you.
Yeah.
Take a picture of you pointing to the building.
If that's flashing, you don't have to do anything.
Okay, I am pointing it at you.
Thank you. Is that he was an evil galactic overlord. He was a psychiatrist too, because they hate psychiatry. 75 million years ago,
He populated Earth or some shit?
no, this is just juicy. 75 million years ago, he was about to be unelected by this group called the Loyal Officers.
This is on this planet.
No, this is another planet. So what he did he froze 13 trillion or 13 billion, I think it was 13 billion aliens, flew them to Earth, which they call Tigiak, on DC-8s with rocket engines.
Come on.
Dropped them into the volcanoes.
They teach that shit?
Only when you spend about $100,000 you get to what's called an
I read that. Xeno's not released to everyone. You have to reach a certain level.
Exactly.
So Tom Cruise is being taught that.
I'm sure he knows.
He believes that?
I'm sure he probably does.
Do you think he believes that they became on the DC, whatever?
He believes that for instance, you see that thing with Matt Lauer, where he's telling Matt Lauer, you don't know psychiatry, I do. They have an exhibit in California where you go into it, any public can go into it, and they teach in this exhibit that psychiatrists were responsible for the Holocaust and that they set up the euthanasia camps. Jan Eastgate has been arrested for covering up child sex abuse in Australia. She's facing 14 years in prison. Way to go, Scientology.
Are you anti this parade?
I'm sorry?
Are you anti this parade or no?
I'm totally for this parade. They're the ones that are homophobes.
Who is that?
Scientology.
Oh, duh, yeah.
Yeah,
they're terrible.
they tried to ban homosexual marriage in California. Screenwriter Paul Haggis left their organization screaming about how homophobic they are.
They're the worst. And it's like,
bad.
we have to pay to fucking join your fucking group.
Well,
Are you
and they
kidding
claim
me?
that they can cure homosexuality.
Oh my god.
And
so what does your sign say? Oh.
It says Scientology voted for Prop 8.
Yeah, of course they did. Yeah, fucking bastards. I can't even believe people would fucking come in. Well, they should have security.
Well, they're unbelievably bad. They actually have this thing called the tone scale, and they value people on the scale as human beings, and if you fall below a certain point, when they take over, you will be disposed of quietly and without sorrow.
It's like a science fiction movie.
And it's like they consider homosexuals 1.1 on the tone scale, which falls well into the disposal area. They're bad news.
Well, thank you for...
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, somebody just hung the beads on their sign, and I'm like,
Can we put these over there? But I have to have them back.
I can't encourage you to do anything.
Here, I'll take them back. No, I want you to back. You want the picture.
I got it. I got it.
They're my beads.
I know. You just want the picture. Calm down, guys.
I got it. All right, well, the org is definitely dead. There are thousands of people out here in the streets today, and there was no tent, no flyers. Here's the thing. They locked the doors, and I saw them let people go in and use the bathroom, but there was a guy that looked very flamboyantly gay, and they didn't let him in. It was closed for him. These two ladies that went in earlier, they got to use the bathroom, so pretty creepy. Anyway, I'm headed out, and this is Radio Paul signing off. Bon appetit.